Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another AOTR video. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys a good Thunder Spirit build to be using in any guard mission. Now, I've tampered and experimented with different type of builds, and so far, this build gave me the best results. And I think it'd be nice to share it with you guys, and yeah, to just show like you don't need shifter. Although I have it, I'd prefer to use this build because, if being honest, I clear way faster with this. Now let's get started. So the skills, it doesn't really matter as much because people have different families, but for sure use blade barrage, or if you're on the other side, use dual shot. Another one to use is if you're on this side, you should use if you're on the damage side, you should use revolving pierce. If you're on the right side, I've never personally tested this out, but you could try it. You could tamper with it, see if it gives you better time or not. And homing missile's pretty useful. Another one would be black flare, as you could spawn all the enemies and whatnot. Especially with this build, you're not gonna be able to see them. Uh, and if you're like Ackerman, I recommend the rage mode and the thunderbolt personally. Now for the perks, I'll be showing you guys like what perks. I'm gonna show you guys all the perks, but I'm gonna show you guys the perks that you really need for in order to pull this off. So the perks you really need is maximum firepower, explosive fortune, and not Kango, everlasting flame. These three are the most important. Those three are the most important, perks that you need for this build. Immortal and Kango, they're just there for the addition of it. But those are the three most important perks you need for this build. If not, then I'd suggest you grind raids for better, for more mythical perks. So for artifacts, it doesn't really matter on the artifact. I personally like to use Scarf because the hook speed, dash CD, and stuff like that, and like more damage. But you could have like the cloak. It doesn't really matter. Um, Same with this. You could have crown. Sometimes I use crown, me personally, for the extra luck. You don't really need all that much damage, if being honest. You just need a good amount. So for prestige, same thing. Doesn't really matter. The only memory I really recommend having is after images. After images, it'll help you out a ton. Not even like not only in missions but in raids as well. So yeah. Um. Well, yeah. I just showed you guys the build. Enough chit chat. I'm gonna show you how it does in action. I would only really recommend using it in guard as it's the most effective and fastest. If you're the type of person that values time, then guard with this build will do you a lot of good. Trust me. Especially if you're trying to like grind for gems quickly, or for missions, for a quest, or just trying to get your like kills up for streaks. This is the type of build you need if you don't have shifter, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna show you guys now. Enough chit chat. Let's get into it. Show you what the build's all about. Pop a flare for this one right here. where I usually activate the wave, like around the third wave. Whatever you feel comfortable with, really. We just got done with pretty much the whole wave, right? We got done with the whole mission, 6 tiers. That's why I personally like it. It has a good blast radius. It overall is a a good build to have, especially if you want to grind up annies real fast. This is the build that you want and need. As you saw there, it was 143. It could be better, if I really was locking in there. I could have got like 119, one like 30, 120. Those are around the ranges I get when I'm locked in. When I'm like, kind of like that. Yeah, I get one like 40 and whatnot. But point is that it's a good build, you know, if you're a Thunder Spear user and you don't got shifter or whatever, or like you don't got the perks for shifter, or shifter isn't really working out for you, then there's that build to stack up on gems, stack up on missions, try to get that legend title. But yeah, this video was just a little short video to show you guys another type of build for another type of mission, you know. And yeah, let me know if you found this helpful. And yeah, like and subscribe, please.